Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Sorry about the issues and still trying to sort out the issues. How is my audio? I know the camera in the corner is not the greatest quality, so sorry about that. Trying to adjust the camera over here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, the joys of trying to remember how to be a streamer. Alrighty, awesome. The music in the background's not too loud as opposed to me or anything like that. Oh, I forgot the building. Mic volume could be a little louder. All right, thanks, Dave. Crank that up just a little bit more. How's that? Is that better? Let's go ahead and get this put back now that it's been glued back together. Had a little bit of Godzilla action. Can't hear the back. Can hardly hear the music. Okay. You can go ahead and turn it up just a little bit. It's not really anything that special. I was trying to find some Western music that wouldn't get me DCMA'd. Couldn't find any that wouldn't get me DCMA'd. So, lo-fi is what you got. And my camera has checked out again. Awesome. Been working this whole time, and now it decides it wants to check out. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you do not use a GoPro for a webcam. Thank you, everybody. Just trying to get the GoPro to... Oh, well, that's a problem. Let's see. There we go. That's where we need it to be. Let's see if it wakes up. I had trimmed it a little bit, Dave, but it's acting very... Yeah, special. I may end up having to just switch it back to the GoPro webcam mode, which unfortunately means that it's not going to have as high a frame rate, because the frame rate that it was running on now was because it was using the capture card, and so it allowed the GoPro to actually run at 1080p. Like 240 FPS, which with it scaling down to 80 made it great. Gave it a really good smooth FPS. So we're trying another trick. So the camera's already set up for that. And camera on. Again, sorry everybody. Welcome to my channel and my stream. Welcome to the small N scale layout. Keep it square and change the shape in OBS. Okay. Well, if it ever feels like, checking back in, here we'll just change it to where you actually have a full size you can actually see some chuchas running. And they're running like they're racing. So Hello, Josh. And sorry about saying hello, everyone. I'm very. It's a pet peeve of mine to not greet properly. So Jim E, the Dougler, Paul Dougler, the Doug. Well, I said the Dougler already. Kevin Corner, Mustache Mike, George the Rabbi, Kevin's Tiny Trains, of course, Mr. Kevin. August. Did I say Paul Donnelly already? Yes, I did. Okay. Scrolling through, making sure I didn't miss anybody else. Dave, of course, Mr. One and Only Scott's Rails. Colanx, thank you for joining us. Great Northern, thank you for coming over, sir. Who else? Who else did I miss anybody else? Josh, of course. Oh, yeah, yes, Brielle. Matthew's Model Trains. Welcome, Matthew. Don't mind the little person. I don't know. You guys can see her head in my face cam. That's my 4-year-old Brielle. Peter Mignon. I probably butchered your name. I'm really sorry. What size layout? It is a 2 foot by 4 foot layout. N scale. In case I hadn't mentioned that already. On the outer track is a Kato Mikado, an SP with an absurd amount of rolling stock. On the inside line is my yes, Brielle. Yes, Brielle. She's feeling better than I am, considering she's the one that's sick. She has way more energy than I do. Isn't that funny how that works out that way? On the inside track is my 18-year-old daughter's first train, which is an Atlas 440, pulling 3 Bachmann old-time coaches, 1 combine, 2 coaches. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Your headphones died, sweetheart. Oh. Thanks. Please bring them to me. The joy. I was hoping. Oh, it's not even her bedtime yet, so I can't say I thought she was going to be in bed because I would have known better. But here, let's see if we can slow them down just a little bit. Oh, mommy did it. Okay. But I figure, for our first run, yes, that's a close one, sweetheart. All right. Go ahead and move for a second for me, okay? Here, we're going to go ahead and pick up the face cam here. And we're going to go ahead and kind of, hopefully not make everybody sick. And so everybody can see, obviously there's the cam setups with the ring lights. We've got stuff laid out. I know a lot of people were really interested in this one. I was telling Dave and Jim earlier. I did test run this one on the small layout. The cars don't care for the sharp curves. But I've got other things. This is, by the way, for those that don't know, these are the cars that Kevin was talking about. See if I can get where there's not a glare. These are the cars Kevin was talking about. You can see they've got 2 different pads. One's like a felt pad. It's just a soft, like wet pad. And then one is an abrasive pad for scrubbing, which I cannot recommend because that's as bad as using a Bright Boy on your track, and you'll do more harm than good. I wouldn't recommend that. Yes, Brielle. What I can recommend, they are ungodly expensive for track maintenance, is one of these. Is the CMX car. You can fill it with whatever track cleaning fluid of your choice, and you can go, you can meter how fast it flows out of the tank. On this thing, I can do probably 20 laps inside, 20 laps outside before it even empties the tank once. So, but this is the hobby room. Some people have seen the pictures of it. And for Mustache Mike, that is Miss Miranda, her cage. This cage we don't talk about because my wife is not fond of the creature that lives in it. She is a phobia of snakes, and that is a desert reticulated ball python, I think is what it is. Oddly enough, and fittingly enough, the animal's name is Isis. Go figure. Those are my daughter's lizards. So she named all of them. Let's see. Paul Ban, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, Mustache Mike, you're great. I had to buy mine new, and it wasn't cheap. Even when I bought it, the 7 or... Sorry about the camera, guys. Sorry, or even though buying it, 8, 9 years ago, whenever I had bought it, it was still north of $200 when I bought it. So, but honestly, it makes maintenance a breeze. And I don't know if I showed it to you on the layout. There's a Atlas SD7 or SD7/9, depending, that actually pulls it just fine, even around these radius. And that poor locomotive. I love that locomotive to death, and it is like the hardest working locomotive. But it always seems to get the crap details. It's always like the track cleaning locomotive. So let's see. Yes, please do, everybody. Smash that thumbs up button. If you're not already, please sub. I'm going to have to get used to saying that now on my own part. I need to see, actually, if I have my chat actually over here. That would be great. Go to channel. Okay, well, okay. Sorry, I'm still fiddling with my chat on OBS trying to get it to work. What's the plane over my head? The big layout that I ran, the Shinkansen, Dave, is actually currently in storage. It will eventually go right back where it used to be, which means that my desk where it currently sits is going to have to find a new home. Because this corner where my desk currently occupies is the left part of the horseshoe for that layout. So quite literally, that layout took up, I'd say conservative, at least 50% of this room. You could still walk out and walk by. This is the laundry room right here directly behind me. You could still walk out, and go out into the main house, and then and walk all the way down around the end. And there's still like a good 4-foot gap from the end to that door that's over there that goes outside. And then there was still like a good 3+ feet on the other side, over like where the reptile tanks are. Because that desk that they're currently sitting on is still my wife's desk. Always more room for trains, James. That was one of the things my wife, well, provided you get the CFO on board with that. Because originally I had planned to do a roundhouse over near where she's at. And she looked at me and was like, not happening. So. Yeah, Dave. It might end up going that way. We don't need no desk where we're going. Yeah, it's true, Kevin. Well, this little desk that's behind me, that's actually here. I'll pick up the camera and you see where the orange mat is. There's a little, I don't know, it's like 18 inches by like 3 foot little, like almost like card table. That was my workbench / like command station when I ran the train, and in the center of the horseshoe, it sat right there inside the center of the horseshoe. And then I used right here is this bookcase that's sitting right here in the very corner, was slid over and right there, so that I had a spot to store trains and get to things. But the wife's already said yes, go ahead, bring it home. And yes, Brielle. Okay. So today I can come out here. I don't see a problem with that. He's trying? Okay, Brielle, Mommy, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. The big oaf that you guys see behind over my shoulder, that would be my 21-year-old Brielle. Calm, baby, please. Okay? And this is his tortoiseshell demon cat.
That's me.
Yes, and that's the other blondie in the house that quite possibly can torment you more than that little furball. But anyways, so yeah, let me see if I can get that camera to finally wake up again, because it should be working, and it's not. Because right now we're functioning on one of two cameras, which is kind of, yeah, it's a family stream that I was not planning on being a family stream. It's kind of annoying. I wish I knew where my wife went. Apparently my wife has checked out on me. I can't really be mad at her, though. That will not end up well. For those of you that are married, you very well know what I'm talking about. Okay. Turn on, please. Okay. Camera on. Let me see. Okay. One. Alright, I'm back. No, sorry, I had said I'll be right back, and she's not overly enthused with me right now, but she'll be fine. I'll let her back in here in a little bit. I've gone ahead. This room does have another door into the actual house that can be closed, which, again, is probably not making her the happiest child on the planet. Okay, I'm trying... Sorry everybody, I'm trying to get... whatever. This doesn't matter. Let's close this. Focus on the camera. All right, I'm going to switch back to... Can everybody hear me again? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. Well. Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out, do my hand language. I thought I had... Nah, I'd muted, but I think I'd muted something weird. But, yeah, things are just... Let's see if we can get that camera back. See if we can get that GoPro back. Switch back to this view real quick. See if I can't get this thing to wake up. Okay, nope, it's recording, and that's definitely not what I want it to do. These things are so finicky. You'd figure by now, between Elgato and GoPro, they could figure this out already. Okay. Now, theoretically, it should be press, that, and it should give me the camera. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Like riding a bike. Just in virtual reality. Something like that. Yeah. Why is it? What is this? Oh, that's the external webcam. Duh. Okay, we're not messing with that because that's my... That's how you see me off my tablet over here. Didn't have a spare phone handy, but had a couple tablets, and camera's not great, but I could actually probably mess with that. But first I want to get the... figure out why this whole GoPro setup that was working absolutely amazing has now pooped itself. Yeah, Mike, it definitely seems that way. Yeah, see, it's in record mode for some reason. It's not even noticing that it's supposed to be going into well, for that matter, it's not even giving me the option on the feed. Okay. Hello. Let me make sure it's not being co-opted by something else now. May just have to roll with one camera for tonight, unfortunately. Sorry about that. No, I don't think so. Anyways, anything's possible at this point. Let me double check. Oh, here. Let's just... Oh, I don't want to go pulling it out, because if I go pulling it out... Nah, keep your minds out of the gutter. It'll pick it up as a new source, and it won't pick it back up in... No, do not switch. New audio device detected, don't switch. Voice mod, don't you dare switch. Oh, yes. No. It's still not... Did the capture card poop the bed? No, capture card's still there. It's so hilarious because, like, during the whole time of Kevin's stream, I had everything up and running. I could see all the trains. Video was working great. Everything was working great. Start the stream. Boop. But of course. There we go. Bink, bink. Bam. Bink, bink. Bink, bink. Bam. Now I just gotta adjust it back to where it was. And there we are. I don't know. There's so many weird variations of what could have done it, or what did do it, or what didn't do it, or what have you. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. So, don't know what you guys think about the choice for this beginning of the new stream. You know, what you guys think of the locomotive choice to start everything off. And obviously they're both playing Roundy Round Chase the Tail because it is currently running DC. I have not committed. I may be committed when it comes time to convert that locomotive. I have not converted the Mikado to DCC yet. Although I have done one, so I know what's involved, and I'm not a huge fan. But it is possible, and they actually sound and run very nice on DCC. That little 440 will probably never be DCC. It'll probably just stay DC. Well, yeah, we can do that. Let's go ahead and go over here. Let's take a look at what we could swap out. Oh, for those here, I can upset a lot of the absolute purists out there with this. But when I saw this, I had to have this. Oh, it's not great lighting here. This way will work. That is a N-scale Concord veranda turbine in Southern Pacific, of course. I do have the tender to go with it as well. That I can't remember if it's DC or DCC. The U50 is DCC. And remember I mentioned, Dave, that I do have a U50. Oh, let's not go in that box. I have an SP U50 Concord. Because I think Concord is the only one that made them in N-scale. Yeah, see, August, that was the thing. The fact it was in the fact that it was in Black Widow just was like, oh. It's not prototypical, no, but Black Widow, you know, just looks good on about everything, quite honestly. Excuse me while I swap out battery packs. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, well, hell. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll slow this down for just a second. We'll swap out the... I love it, the Mikado stopped, but the American was still rolling on the inside. He's like, ah! I'm loving the exercise. I want to go. Where did I put the Mikado's box? Ruh-roh, Raggy. I had it. I don't know where it went, but I had it. Oh. Well, you know what? I was going to put another SP on and just swap out SP for SP, but let's change up the SP real quick. We'll go to a little something a little bit different. I still, you know what? I'll just pull the Mikado off for now and just be very careful with it until I can find its case. This most of my steam engines, if they're not on the layout, do reside back in their original jewel cases, mainly because they're freaking expensive and they're very delicate. So, especially that Mikado, I found the Mikado box. You know, for those that don't know, the N-scale Mikados, when you get them, don't come with all the details applied. So stuff like the handrails, the bell, the whistle, the safeties, all the little itty-bitty hand stanchions have to be put in individually. So there was a lot of, I think I lost a little bit of hair on that one. It took me a little bit. It took me just a little bit to get that done. Alright. So let's get going once again. Swap out the Mikado for Little Rio Grande Jeep 9. And the camera has died again. Okay, we'll go back to that. I'll deal with the stupid camera in a minute. But yeah, no, this is an Atlas. This is an older Atlas. This is pre-DCC friendly Atlas Jeep 9. It will eventually get DCC. At the time that I got the Jeep 9s, I had gotten a pair of them in, I think it was a lot that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace, I think it was. And I got two of them. One of them was DCC ready, one was not. And so this one that's currently on the layout right now was one that was not DCC ready. Okay. Oh, so I deactivated it, reactivated it, and it just disappeared. Well, I mean, worst come to worst, you got a full window of the of this cam. Dave, I see why you pretty much stick to something like a camera now. Yeah, I know. Jim, why did you have to bring the Gremlins with you? I mean, seriously. Really, it's to be expected. When you have so many different pieces of tech trying to work together, it's bound to happen. I don't think the GoPro's timing out because it's going into, because it's in capture card mode, or at least maybe it shouldn't be. Let me double check something real quick, because it shouldn't be timing out. Like I said, it had run for probably about a solid hour before I started the stream, and then right before I started the stream, it froze up. So 08 black freezing with HD 60S plus. Okay, so it says commonly caused by firmware issues, SD card errors, overheating, power delivery problems, fix the camera up manually, use a high-speed SD card, which it does, duh. Formatted fully on a PC, disable wireless connections. Oh, disable the Wi-Fi. Okay, that might be part of the problem. So let's see if you keep this view, set it to webcam mode, the low frame rate shouldn't be as bad in small. It shouldn't be. I mean, we can try just turning on the webcam part. Let's turn that off. Let's see if the GoPro part will fire up. Because I don't think GoPro webcam will fire up while it's plugged in into the HD60 Plus. No, it's not going to. Okay. But I can fix that, actually. Okay. Well, worst come to worst, I can fight with this later. I can do the quicker fix, which is pull this out of there. We're going to lose the camera altogether for a second or two while I route USB cable over here to this. Oh, wait. That's a USB 3.0. That'll work just fine. Weak. And then we pull that out. We'll mess with that later. Oh, something's getting a little warm on the layout. I'm smelling ozone. That is not good. Okay. Camera connection error. Please try reconnect your camera. Why? It saw it and now it doesn't want to see it, which is weird. Apparently the Jeep 9 is not happy with the load of cars it's pulling. That's why I'm smelling something that's a little warm. So why don't we go ahead and we'll give the locomotive that really never gets any love. Ooh, yeah, she's a little warm. Let's give the locomotive that really doesn't get that much love a little love. She's normally stuck on cleaning duty. Let's make sure we got a good couple, and we will send this one on a run. There we go. So now what's running is an Atlas SD7/9. Anyhow, let's see. What did I miss in chat while I was fighting with things? They were in a cage with you. Keep the view. Okay, that's Kevin. Didn't know a lot about them, but I know that they like to go randomly change their own settings. Yes, and actually, when I just plugged it in as a webcam right now, it said something about, do you want to update something on the camera? So, yeah. So it may just be having issues. I'm going to go ahead and turn the GoPro off right now too, and we'll see if we can't get... Thank you everybody for all the suggestions and the ideas. Okay, it's plugged in. sort of channel, but I'm not the most computer literate person, so I'm going to need someone to tell me what I have to purchase to make everything work well without costing me a fortune. Well, you know what, George, like Dave said, there's a lot of help here, and I have microchange on pretty much everything. If it's not microchange, it'll be an Atlas or Bachmann variant. There are some Rapidos still in the mix. The ones that are on the SD7, I can't remember who makes them, but they're a knuckle coupler like a microtrain, but they don't articulate. They don't open. So it's just like a solid knuckle. But you just have to go up over the top and drop it down, and it pulls without the issues of, like Kevin likes to bring up, about if you've got too much of a load behind them, they won't pop. It'll just keep pulling. I'll have to look them up as to what they actually are. Alright, let's see if preview is not working, which means it's still acting like a jerk. Okay. Now it's acting like it's not seeing the GoPro at all, which... Alright, turn it on. It says update firmware. Okay, now the camera's staying on, saying USB connected. And now the camera's staying on, saying in webcam. Let's see what happens. GoPro. Hey! Look at that! It's not the highest frame rate, but it's working. And usually with this, see, and this is one of the reasons why I kind of cropped the video down. Okay, so here we are, we're back here. Let's see if I can adjust this window just a little bit here. See if we can cut out that ring light. And we will bring that in some. Slide that into the corner. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll switch back over to this. Oh, yeah, this one's still set on the HD60. That's fine. You can go away. I'm going to a setup that actually does work. Okay, that's not helping me at all. Oh, because it's not selecting the GoPro. Dude. Sorry, guys. I'm over here laughing and kind of joking at my own expense over here. There we go. That's better. There's a shift F. I don't remember. It's fine. There we go. But we got things working again. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Josh. Yeah, I have to say I am a big Steam guy. I love Steam. When I got out of the hobby, and for being out of the hobby for as long as I was, I got rid of a lot of my big Steam, and I really kind of regret it. I'm actually in the... That's part of the message that I have missed out on earlier when everything started going off the rails, literally. The individual that's interested in or is selling a Greyhound FEF3 DC, he's looking for to sell it, or he's interested in trading. So He says he's looking for passenger cars or locomotives. Well, I happen to have a couple extra sets of passenger cars. So. Oh, and he's looking for UP, ATSF, Rio Grande, or KCS Southern Pacific, or really send me what you're willing to. The problem is that if I send him one set of cars that I have, just one. Here, I'll give an example. So, Dave, if you're still around, sir, you had mentioned on one of your videos, in the video this morning, about the Japanese trains. My comment. These are called bookcase sets. So, but these are the bookcase sets that are what this gentleman's looking for. Each of these sets is worth what he's asking for that Mikado, or for that FEF3. Just one of them. So, present. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. These are together make up a 10-car Union Pacific passenger set. This is where I wish I had the top-down cam like you have, Dave. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. So I've still got the little plastic protector, still got the little package with all the goodies. And have a nice Vista Dome in there, baggage car, I believe a diner, and I think like a transition, like a sleeper, I believe is what's in that set. That is the 4-car set. And then this is the Union Pacific's the 6-car set. I think I already said that. And again, has the little plastic protector, little baggie with all the little detail parts you can put on it. Yes, Kevin, that's exactly it. That's exactly what they are. And then there's the 6 cars. No Vista Dome in this set though, because the Vista Dome's in the 4-car set. But you do have a tail car in this set. You've got another baggage car, like an RPO car. Coach, I think this one looks like a diner. And yeah. But my point is I actually have 2 of these 10-car sets. Technically I have 4 of the 4-car sets, and I have 2 of the 6-car sets. So technically I have enough to make up 2 10-car trains plus another 8 cars. So if this gentleman's looking to trade that, I wouldn't mind having a Greyhound FEF3. Its road number's 8444. So, and so I've got, like I said, I've got 2 like this, and then I've got an additional 2 4-car sets. I don't think they're both complete 4-car sets, though. Like this one, yeah, this one's missing 2 cars. which I don't know why, but it has a Vista Dome and looks like a sleeper car in it, which is why I wouldn't honestly mind probably keeping this, because then it gives me 2 Vista cars. And I personally, I don't know about anybody else that likes the streamline stuff. The Vista Dome cars, honestly, are like the coolest cars. Yeah, I mean, I might just do that, Kevin. And then there's this set with... Oh. Well, this is one where my friend that sent this set to me turned around and made himself his own flag car. This was before Kato came out with the excursion set for Union Pacific. So the gentleman that sent all these cars to me as a gift, as he said he was cleaning out his inventory in his house. I don't know if that meant his wife said do it or else. Or what. Sent them all to me. Just one day I got a huge box from him, and when I opened it up, all this stuff was in it. I've also got all the decals to make more flag cars. He sent me all the decals to make it, everything. And along with all the cars to apparently do it too. So, no, they do not, Mike, and that's the problem, is that with the Kato Vista cars, like, you know, sometimes you can catch them on eBay where they're selling the cars individually, but the Vistas are usually one of the more expensive ones. Dave, it's actually a water slide. It's a water slide decal. The other night I found all the decal sets that I have. I have the ones for GS4 that I'm working on that I'm turning into. You know what? I can fix the light, at least for showing stuff on that camera, at least. If it feels like doing it. This, I have the decals to make one of these. This is a Kato GS4 Wartime, aka War Baby. I had the decals to do one of those because at the time, before I bought that one, I was doing my own. I was making my own. And so I had bought all the decals and everything to do it, and had bought a project Kato GS4 to create the sacrilege and strip off the daylight colors to turn into a War Baby. Yeah, Kevin, exactly. That's the other thing, is like, you know, the only other ways that you're going to get these Vista cars is if you buy like the City of Los Angeles set or the City of San Francisco or something like that. That's going to be the only way that you're going to get these Vista cars. They haven't made these bookcase sets in forever. So, you know, trying to find them is, you know, an impossible feat. And like you said, if they do pop up, they're expensive. Because people know what they have. They're not dummies. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying. I don't know how well you can see some of the cars that are on that longer train, but there's quite an assortment of different, not often seen roads on those cars. Raven, I was given a binder full of decals. If anyone needs any, I'd be happy to look and see have anyone needs. Yeah, well, and that's kind of out there from me too, because apparently when I bought these SV decals, I went a little crazy. And I've got daylight emblems. I've got all of the lettering is like what it's on that War Baby. I wanted the Southern Pacific Lines locomotive. And so that's what I bought the decals to make. Thank you, John Murphy. And I don't know if you came in earlier. Sorry if you had and I hadn't said hello. Hello to you, and thank you for joining us. Everybody, if you haven't, please like, subscribe, share the video, however you feel to do so. It kind of hectic at the beginning. It seems to be ironing out. Knock on wood. See, that's the one thing, Dave, I don't have is I don't have Chessie. And you know what? I haven't bought any N-scale Chessie stuff, and I really do like the scheme that Chessie has. I'm a big fan of different, and so I think that's why I like a lot of the like SP, UP. Everybody goes, oh, it's all. Everybody likes SP. Everybody loves UP. I like them because of the types of power that they have used over their existence. They were some of the most off the wall. Hey, that sounds like a good idea. Let's try that. You know, G-Tels, for example. Hey, let's shove a 707 engine in the back of a train car and see if we can make it run. Oh, and then we're not going to run it off kerosene. We're going to run it off fuel oil. Or another one was, oh, we're not going to run it off fuel oil. We're going to run it off of coal dust. It worked until it didn't. You ever seen what happens to a jet engine when you throw sand through it? That's essentially what the coal-fired turbines did to their engines, because it's the same principle. So, give me 1 second. I'm responding to that gentleman with the 8444. So let's go ahead, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull off the little 440, except I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the 440 into a siding right here. Well, as soon as the SD7 gets a move on here, or SD9, SD7/9, however you want to call it. All right, got the moving. This is the one thing I didn't get a chance to show on Kevin's stream, which I will do here momentarily once I get the 440 pulled off the main line and onto its siding. I've got to give it a little bit of speed. Nope, and it didn't make it through that turnout. Ow! A little bit further. A little bit further. Okay, that'll work. So here, let me come get the camera and show a little bit more of the layout that, obviously I hadn't shown or couldn't show during Kevin's stream. This is essentially the side control area here. So this is the holder that I would normally just have my power cab chilling in, but for the sake of the stream, I really don't want that in your view. Let me get a light source here. God, I really suffer from needing more light when I have a lot of light in here already. So these are this whole layout is block controlled. And so these are all the sidings. These two, this is the outer main, this is the inner main, this is the main power. This is for, the closest siding right here, and then as you go to the right, you go across. So each siding is blocked. And so I'm just going to park it like that because the locomotive is sitting up. Yeah, it's fouling the crossing, but I don't think anybody's going to complain when they have a steam engine that looks like that fouling a crossing. And they can still get around it. But all that right there, That's the control. There is a I don't know if you saw it while I was standing there, but there is a DC or DCC switch, so I can run it either way without really much fuss. So you guys really don't know what I have, and I haven't exactly done a video to even begin to show what I have as far as motive power goes. So we'll put it up here. I could build another little freight, and this is the other problem I have, is I really don't have a right now anything to pull the UP cars. It's another reason why I'm looking to do the are the passenger cars Rapido or microtrains couplers? On the Bachmann, they are microtrains. Well, I take that back. The very rear coupler and truck is microtrains. The very front coupler is microtrains. Everything in between is still Rapido or stock for right now. I do plan on switching that out. It was just something that I didn't do at the time. And my daughter, as you saw on the stream, it functions well enough as it is. So it's one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So take an idea of what would you guys like to see run? I've got a Atlas RSD 4.5, or I've got a Jeep 38-2. Trying to not have the glare here, so here, we'll just do it this way. Oh. Oh, the big passenger cars, the Kato cars, they are all still stock Kato. They are all still stock Kato. Put whatever consists together, you won't judge. The Atlas. Okay. We can run sister Atlases.